So, you know, Allison tried. She tried to get down here to be with me, but she couldn't. For some reason, she couldn't. So guess what? You lose!
Think again, Slayer. She may be safe for the moment, but you're stuck here. So who's the loser?
Just let me take care of you. Just relax. Lose yourself in my touch. I want to be the only one to ever touch you like this.
I just need to be patient.
You know, the only thing that I can think of is that that isn't your real ring. Caleb, answer me. I was touching your ring when I made the wish for Rafe to come home, but it didn't work.
Something you never should have done, Allison.
Look, that ring is supposed to grant every single wish, no matter who's touching it. But it didn't work, because that is not your real ring, is it? Oh my God, that's a phony. That means that Rafe isn't coming back. So where is it? Caleb, where is your real ring? Once I get everything set up for tonight, it'll be perfect. And then I can finally make my wish. Where is your real ring, Caleb? Look, you have to get it.
Ordering me to do something will get you nowhere.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to sound that way. I really didn't. But if I let you leave, then Rafe, he might not ever be able to come back.
Then again, you can't keep me here either.
Okay. All I'm asking is that you not disappear again. Okay, please, look at me. I don't have anything else to say to you. I can't make any more promises to you. All that I am left with is my love for Rafe, and I have to hope that that's gonna be enough.
You know, I might actually be enjoying this if it wasn't such a bittersweet pill to swallow. I have been betrayed by the woman I love, and a woman who swore to me she was my friend.
I promise I won't do it again. I promise you I will keep that promise. Wait, did you just say the woman that you love betrayed you? Oh my God. Livvie has your real ring.
Okay. Why don't you show me your face? They said it would be a fair fight.
There's no fight here. I win, you lose. That's the price you pay for your arrogance.
What? Arrogance? I didn't choose to be a slayer. This was my destiny. The only thing I want is to end the curse of this ring.
It's only those who never should have wished on the ring who are cursed. And those like you who have come seeking it. In the hands of its rightful owner, the ring is a dutiful servant.
You are unbelievable. You're talking about this thing like it's almost human, like it has a will of its own.
You really think humans have wills of their own?
Yes. Yes, we do. That is how we have survived so long, because we have the will to choose good over evil.
Not always. Just look at your world and all the wishes your friends have made.
Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I can't change the past, but I can change the future.
You already have.
What? What do you mean?
You violated a sacred code. Making the choice to come here was the defining moment of your life. Your fate is sealed. And even if you could get the ring back now, it won't matter.
No. No. That's what you want us to believe. You make us do that. You make us doubt ourselves. You make us doubt each other. But I'm here to tell you that nothing is ever sealed.
You let yourself believe that.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how I know that? Because I have seen it over and over again. Humankind has risen above the greatest tragedies.
Let's see how well you do with this one. Since you're now responsible for what's going to happen. You set the wheels of fate in motion, and you, Rafe Kovich, will have to live with the consequences for all eternity.
Ha! I fought your consequences. I'll do it again.
What about Allison?
What about her, huh? Is that it? Is that the last card? Is that the only card that you and Caleb can ever play? Well, go ahead. Go right ahead. She is smart, she is strong, and she loves me. And together, we will survive.
No. You will live to regret this journey. And it's just begun.
Bon appetit. Try not to choke on it.
Jack, it doesn't have to be like this, okay? We were polite to each other once. I think we can manage.
Yeah, but it never lasts, does it?
It's because we always bring up the past, stupid stuff.
You know, the stupid stuff you did to me over and over again. Bye.
Okay, so I've made a few mistakes. It doesn't mean Jack has to hate me. I wish that Jack didn't hate me anymore.
Caleb, can't you just get the ring back and help me get Rafe? Look, this war between the two of you, it's killing everything that is good and that's real.
And still she battles on.
It's because I have to. Otherwise, there's no point to any of this at all. I will continue to fight for Rafe just like you will continue to fight for Livvie, no matter how much pain we're in.
You don't know anything about my pain.
Yes, I do. Look, listen to me just for a second. When you talked about the two women that you trusted betrayed you, Livvie and me, I saw something in you that touched me, and I think that you liked that.
You know, this is all pointless now, all right?
No, it's not. No, it's not pointless. I know you have other powers. You know things. You know dark secrets, and I know you can get to the place where Rafe is, and you can free him from the curse. I know you can.
I'm sorry, Allison. It's out of my hands. Rafe's on his own.
Allison! I want to talk to you just about anything. I might never be able to talk to you again. Is that it? Is that my fate, that I'll just be away from her forever? Is that the best you can do? Well, you got nothing, okay? You got nothing. You've got... Allison. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done this. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was sent back to Earth to be with you. Not to fight vampires, not to find a way to beat Caleb, but to be with you. That's what they said. You're sent back to be with her. And Caleb was just a distraction. It was just a test. And if I get a chance, if I get another chance, I swear I will live my life as it was intended to be lived. I promise you that I will be with you, just you and only you. If I just get another chance, if it's not too late. If it's not too late.
You live in a world filled with empty promises, Slayer. All the good intentions in that world won't change your fate. You've picked your path. Now, it's time to see where it takes you.
What do you mean?
For reasons that will soon become clear, I've decided to set you free. It's time to meet your future.
Allison? Allison! I'm here! It's over. She's not here, but that's okay. I'll just wait for her. Right here. Yes. I can't believe it. It's over. It's finally over. That's right. No more Caleb. No more fighting that battle. From now on, it's just you and me. That's right. And we are gonna have everything we ever dreamed of.
Caleb, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to live like this?
You'll figure out a way. You're a smart girl. We all figure out a way eventually.
What? What is it?
I felt a shift. Raif's back.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. I knew you would do it. I knew you would do it. I knew you had the power.
This is gonna be so amazing.
It wasn't me, House.
No, I don't believe you. I think you must have known. But it doesn't matter now. All that matters is that Raif is back, and this time, I swear we're gonna do it right this time. Thank you.
I wish for this to be the most romantic evening Caleb has ever known. I wish for Caleb to feel the kind of passion he's only dreamed of. Caleb, I want this to be a night of intense love that Caleb will never forget, and I want him to always know that I am the one who made it happen.
Don't worry. I know.
And out of this intense passion, I will get my greatest wish of all. The end of the night. I wish that...
Nothing like a little trip to hell to put your life in perspective. Now I know I was really sent back to Earth. It wasn't to hunt down evil. It wasn't to win battles. Just to be with you. Yeah. No more vampires, no more slaying. From now on, it's just you and me. That's what it's supposed to be. All right. Where are you, Allison?
Where are you, Caleb? I wished for this to be the most passionate night of your life, and you're not even here. You're nowhere to be found. God, please come home. Caleb, you're... Jack, I thought you were Caleb.
Doesn't he usually just fly through the window?
Look, I'm not in the mood, okay? He hasn't come home yet.
Good. Well, since we're alone, there's something that I want to tell you.
He's never been out the whole night. You know, I have a really bad feeling about this.
I'm sure everything's going to be okay. You know how you said we shouldn't be so angry with each other?
This is supposed to be the most memorable night of his life. What's keeping him? I can't believe this is happening. I have to stop. I don't know why I can't stop.
I don't know either. But neither can I.
You look beautiful.
You know, I can sense something is wrong. I always know when something's wrong with... What did you just say?
I think I said you look beautiful.
What are you doing here?
I don't know, but this is even going to sound crazier. This is for you.
For me?
Yeah. See, I realized I was being a jerk, so I bought this stupid
All right,
flower. and
Jack,
I came
are you
to
drunk or
apologize.
something?
No, I
Come
wish
on.
I was. This is really
Okay,
freaking
then
me
what's
out.
the deal? What are you really doing here?
I don't know. But I kind of wish that things were like the way they used to be between us. Wow. Did I just say that? No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that.
I wish that Jack didn't hate me anymore.
Okay. I don't know what's coming out of my mouth. Feel free to throw me out because I'm making a
No,
complete
Jack,
fool of myself
actually,
here.
I understand perfectly.
Well, I'm glad one of us does. There's the rose. I'm out of here. I gotta get going.
Hey, Jack, what should I do about Caleb?
Well, I'm not actually one to give advice on relationships.
You know, he's never really been gone a whole night, and he hasn't called. I have no idea where he is. I'm starting to get really worried.
Livvie, what did you do? What are you doing, Jack? No, actually, I don't want to know. I'm just gonna get out this.
I took it, Jack. Jack, I took his ring.
Okay. Well, how did you manage
Well,
that?
I sort of slipped it off when we were busy, and now I am afraid that something has happened because of a wish that I made.
What did you wish for?
Well, it's not bad.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm sure that you have nothing to worry about. Caleb always takes care of himself.
No, it's not where he is that I'm worried about. It's who he might be with.
I can't breathe you. Sometimes I don't
Jack,
If you
please.
steal Caleb's ring, I show up at this store. What'd you wish for? Me to fall back in love with you?
Of course not. This has nothing to do with you. I am worried because Caleb is not home.
Okay. He's probably out doing vampire stuff. That's
Jack,
what they
that's
do.
not what I'm worried about. Yeah, I'm worried he might be with another woman.
Now, I don't like Caleb. And anyone can see that he is completely crazy about you. Whoa, I'm not getting back in this.
What is it?
If I didn't know
What,
better,
Jack?
I was just trying to make you feel better. And you know something else? I don't hate you.
Okay, Jack, you know what? I don't exactly hate you tonight either, okay? Is that better?
Bye.
No, Clyde, don't go. Could you just stay with me for a while, Jack, please?
No. I came to apologize. I gave you that rose. I'm not falling back into this trap again. No.
Please, just keep me company for a little while.
No way. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. I'm going. Something's not right.
Oh my God, Caleb. I don't know what came over me.
Whatever it was, it happened to both of us.
I gotta get out of here.
Allison, slow down.
God. I can't believe I've done this to Rafe. It's like I wasn't myself or something last night.
It was the ring. That's what made it do this.
What do you mean, the ring? Livvie has the ring.
How else do you explain us waking up in each other's arms?
But, Livvie, why would she ever wish something like that? Us being together would be like her worst nightmare.
Who knows what her motive was, you know? Sometimes she just isn't rational.
Oh, my God.
You know that. Allison, are you okay?
No. I'm not okay at all. I just had sex with you here in our sacred place. Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Listen to me. Hey, it wasn't your fault.
No. That's supposed to make it better? I couldn't have hurt Rafe more if I tried. Oh my God, I don't even know how to explain this. How the hell am I gonna explain this if I can't even understand it myself?
You don't. You keep it our secret. I'm trying to help both of us. Believe what you want, but I didn't want this either. Hey. I'm sorry.
Okay, so just so I'm understanding something. Are you saying that you would not rub this in Rafe's face the second you had the chance? Is that what you're telling me, Caleb? Can you promise me that?
I understand why you can't trust me.
You know, I think I liked it a lot better when we hated each other. It was a lot less complicated.
It's just as bad for me as it is for you.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Think about it. If Olivia orchestrated this, how do you think that makes me feel?
It had to be Livvie.
Then she used my own ring against me. And I like to keep this as quiet as you do.
I can't lie to someone that I love.
But won't telling Rafe just hurt him?
But won't keeping a secret, won't that do more harm? I mean, we always told each other that we would tell each other the bad and the good.
So you're gonna tell him the truth? And he thought he was in hell before.
I have to try really hard. I have to let him know that we weren't in control of ourselves. I have to go.
Speak for yourself, sweetheart. I never lose control.
Rafe, are you home? Rafe? Oh my God. Oh my God, Allison, what have you done? Oh God.
Allison!
Oh my God.
It's okay. I'm right here. I'm right here. It's okay.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
I was so afraid that I would never see you again. I was so afraid that
I'm
I
right here.
lost you.
I'm right here. I'm home. Okay? I'm home. I'm home. Anyway. Everything's gonna be okay from now on. I promise you. I promise you, okay? All right.
Rise and shine, Jack. It's time to go home.
Caleb.
Oh, who were you expecting?
Finally, I've been worried sick about you.
I can see that.
Ah, this is not good. Kind of lost track of time there. Oof. Keep going. Hey. Okay?
It's not what you think. Jack was just keeping me company. Caleb, he was being a friend. That's all. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I have a secret. You've been a bad girl, haven't you, Olivia?
What? What's wrong?
I need to tell you something. I need to tell you what I did.
I know it must have been a surprise for you to come home to see me on the couch with Jack asleep.
You've been a bad girl, Olivia.
Yeah, you said that, but Caleb, we were just sleeping. You have to believe that.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. I was upset, and he was just being a friend to me. I swear on my love for you, that's all it was. What? Caleb, what are you thinking? Why aren't you talking to me?
I believe you.
Because I would never want you to doubt me in that way.
It's a terrible thing when the one you love doubts.
Yes, and you know I would never do anything to hurt you.
Wait a minute, run that by me again. The part about how you never do anything to hurt me.
It's true, Caleb. I belong to you. And only you.
And I believe you have something else that belongs to me. I want my ring back. Now.
Here it is. It's safe and sound. There it is.
I gave you every opportunity to tell me the truth.
I was going to, Caleb. I set up this evening with dinner, and I was gonna give you your ring back, but you never came home last night. Where were you?
You should know by now that I can take care of myself.
Yes, I know that. But you never have spent the night, the whole night out.
Why did you take the ring? Wait. Don't tell me. You kept it because you wanted to make a wish.
I wished for something for you. I wished that you would have the most passionate night of your life, but you weren't with me.
Oh. A waste of a perfectly good wish.
I did it for you. Caleb, please tell me where you were last night, please.
What you'd really like to know is, who was I with?
What's wrong? You're shaking a little. You know, we don't have to talk about this anymore.
No, we do. Okay, we do. Look, Rafe, when you were gone, my whole world sort of turned upside down, and I was really out of my mind.
I know. I know how worried you must have been. I know what it must have been like for you when I was down there.
I have no idea. You don't.
Okay, but here's the thing. While I was down in that dark pit, something happened to me. Something changed in me. I mean, it's like my whole life flashed before my eyes, and I didn't see any vampires I killed. I didn't see any battles I won. All I saw was you.
Oh, Rafe.
I want you. I want you in my life. And that's the only thing that matters now. Come here. My only mission in life now is to make sure you're happy.
So are you saying that, nothing that Caleb says or does would provoke you in any way?
There's nothing that he can do that will concern me.
Okay. That's really good, because I have something to tell you. When you were gone, I went to Caleb to ask him if he would help you.
Just stop, okay? I don't want to hear his name
I need to
anymore.
explain something to you.
Okay. It's okay. What, did he hurt you? Tell me you didn't.
Rafe, when you were gone, I was also living my own version of hell.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I tried to feel close to you in every way that I could. I mean, I really tried, but I couldn't feel you anywhere.
I know. I really scared you. I know. And I'm sorry. My mind just. I mean, I was gonna do anything I could to get that ring. I don't know how to explain it, except it's almost like I was possessed.
Yeah. Yeah, like you sort of got swept away in something that you never really wanted to be a part of.
Hey, what is it? What's going on?
Rafe. I never want you to leave me ever again, okay?
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. My slaying days are over.
You have no idea how glad I am to hear you say that.
That's right. That's right. As far as I'm concerned, Caleb Morley doesn't exist.
Do you really believe that we can just erase the past and just start fresh?
Yeah. Just watch me, okay? All right? Yes.
And you believe that no matter what we've done or what's been done to us, that being together is all that matters.
Yeah. That's exactly what I believe. I mean, you held on, you know? You stayed
stayed faithful to our dream. And now it is time to enjoy our future, okay?
Okay.
It's just us. Just our future.
No, I'm sorry.
Who was she? Caleb, who were you with?
Who was she? Who was I with? Well, let's see. Who was I with? Who'd be your worst nightmare?
Allison. No. Caleb, no, you weren't with her. Please, don't tell me you were with her.
What a brilliant way to get revenge on all three of you. You, Rafe, and Allison. 3 birds, 1 wish.
No, it wasn't Allison.
I can't think of a better way to teach you a lesson. Me and your best friend together because of your wish.
Please, Caleb, please tell me it's not true, please. Please. No, it's not true. Please.
Okay. It's not true. I wasn't with anyone.
Really? Really?
I sensed your wish. I knew what you were doing. I resisted.
Because it wasn't with me. Because there wasn't anyone else. So why did you resist? Why?
It does seem that I always come back to you, don't I? No matter what you do. But even I have a limit to my patience, Olivia.
I love you. I love you, and I am so sorry. Can we just forget this night never happened, please? Can we just go back to just it being the 2 of us?
Just like that.
Please. Caleb, please, I'll make it up to you. I promise. I'll make it up to you. Please. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson about trust and wishes. I've only ever wished for you.
Don't you know? You don't have to make wishes when it comes to me, sweetheart. I always get what I want.
I just want you to hold me, that's all. I'm sorry.
No. You don't have to be sorry. I love holding you.
Good. Maybe later, okay?
You know what? You have a right to be a little angry at me, you know, because even the king of hell, he said I was crazy to ever leave you. You know, he even had me going for a while. He said my life on earth would be worse than in hell because I left you here alone. Yeah. If you could see us now, huh?
You know, sometimes we've made some mistakes without even realizing it.
What's wrong? You know, there's nothing you can't tell me.
The problem is this. Here.
Your hand?
No, not my hand. I mean, do you see any wedding band there?
How did that happen?
I don't know. But I feel like it's a problem, you know. I'm just wondering, when exactly am I going to become Mrs. Rafkovich?
I don't know. But I can definitely see the problem there. Let me just think about that for a second. You know what? I think I can definitely fix that for you.
I just, you know, I want to pledge our love to each other. And I want to get married as soon as possible. So that nothing and no one can ever come between us.
baby. You make me so happy. I'm happy that things are back the way they were, and I am happy you forgave me for taking your ring.
Then I guess we're both happy. Which makes this last time together so special.
Last time.
As usual, you were amazing. But now I want you to get out.
What are you talking about?
Am I not making myself clear? You see, that is what they call a door. Use it.
You're joking, right?
No. No more. No more life with a woman who lies to me and steals from me. It's over, Olivia.
Caleb, come on. I know that you're angry, but please.
I'm not angry. Do I seem angry? It's not anger. I'm disappointed.
I told you how sorry I was.
Disappointed in myself. I wanted you so bad. I didn't see you for who you really are.
Who I really am is someone who loves you. I took that ring because I loved you.
It doesn't matter why you did it! You did it! I can't trust you anymore. Do you understand?
No, I'm not going anywhere. No, no, I won't let you destroy us. No!
Sweetheart,
No,
one
please.
way or another, you are leaving.
No, please, Caleb, you are all I have. Don't do this to me.
Well,
Don't
then,
do this to me.
that doesn't leave you with much.
No, please.
I think we really ought to get started on this. I mean, I have to find a dress, because I can't wear the one that I wore before. And I've got to find a caterer, and I don't know where I'm going to find that on such short notice. And since we don't have a lot of time, I can't have the invitations printed, so I might as well just do them myself.
Whoa.
What?
Now, you don't have to kill yourself over this. As much as I'd like to, it's not like we have to get married right now.
No.
All right, so you can just take your time.
Rafe, I just mean, you know, we've waited long enough, don't you think?
Sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You know, I just love you so much, and I don't want to wait any longer. You do believe that, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, of course I believe that. And I think it's amazing that you can't wait.
Well, you know, I better get to work. A lot to do.
Okay. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna take a quick run, and then I'll come back and help you.
Okay. Okay, well, take your time.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. It's actually happening. Okay, I gotta go.
Okay. I'll see you.
Yeah. I'm on my way.
We are gonna be happy, Rafe. We are. And we're gonna get married. And nothing is gonna change, just like Caleb said.
And I like to keep this as quiet as you do.
Rafe is back, and this time, I swear we're gonna do it right this time. Thank you. I don't know why I can't stop.
I don't know either. But neither can I.
Livvie,
You finally got what you wanted.
what are you talking about?
He threw me out.
What?
And I took his ring.
Right, and what were you trying to accomplish?
I wanted to make him happy, Allison, so I made a wish. I wished that he would have the most passionate night of his life. The only problem is he wasn't with me.
All right, you called me. Here I am.
Welcome back, Slayer.
Surely you don't think that...
That he was with you? Yeah, that's what he told me.
What?
Of course he wasn't, Allison. Don't you think I know that? He was trying to get even with me for taking his ring, so what better way to do that than to tell me that his night of passion was spent with you?
Right, but he
But
did
you know,
tell you that-
I can't get the image out of my head the two of you together.
I don't even know why you're here. Why don't you stop torturing yourself? Why don't you just get out of here?
As soon as you stop pretending that you're not happy.
Happy about what?
To hear that he's left me.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Allison. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All you ever wanted was to turn him against me, to make him yours.
Why don't you get it through your head? I don't want Caleb. I've never wanted Caleb. The only person that I love is Rafe. And anyone with eyes can see that. But you're so paranoid and insecure about your own relationship that you just can't accept that. Well, now look what you've done. Look what you're causing
shut
now.
up. Will you shut up?
No, you had to go steal the ring, didn't you? Try and manipulate him like you do everyone else. Well, guess what, sweetie? If you got problems at home, that's just it. It's your problem. So if you want to blame anyone, then you need to blame yourself.
I did do this. I drove him away.
Sorry for tearing you away from Allison so soon. I know you just got back.
Yeah, but you know what? It's okay, because Allison and I, we have a whole lifetime together. One without you in it, by the way.
Oh. So now you want me out of your life after you broke into my apartment and you read my book.
Oh, and what a good book it was, too. I mean, it was like a good summer read. You know, the kind of book you bring to the beach with you, complete with a roadmap to hell.
What were you thinking about?
You know what? It wasn't all bad.
Really? I heard it was pretty much a nightmare.
No, see, that little journey to hell I took was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. And you.
Okay. You've got my attention.
Mm-hmm. See, you get to keep your little magic ring, and I finally get my freedom.
Freedom? Freedom from what?
You're kidding me, right? Freedom from you, vampire. And God, I gotta tell you, it feels good. I mean, I feel cleansed. I feel like I am stepping out of the darkness into the light. I feel like I am taking a breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
after God knows how
I get
long.
the idea.
I
get the idea. No, I don't know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is this war between us is over. So you can keep your ring, you can keep your eternal life, and I'll keep out of your way, okay?
And what I'm saying is, it doesn't work that way. The war is over when I say it's over, and not before.
Caleb has given me so many chances, and now he hates me.
I'm sure he doesn't hate you.
What if he never forgives me?
Look, I'm sure that he'll forgive you. It's probably just gonna take some time.
Yeah, I don't know why I do this. Always, I love him so much, but always I push away the people that I love.
I don't know why you do that, Livvie, but I really wish I did.
I really hate it when you're nice to me. You're gonna do it. Oh, you guys are finally doing it. It's really great. I mean, why not? You're the perfect couple. Rafe trusts you completely, and you wouldn't lie to him. You wouldn't betray him.
Stop it. Stop saying that.
Today is your lucky day, and if you were smart, you will accept this little peace offering and forget everything else.
I'd like to. I would. But there's just one thing I can't forget, one thing I could never forget. Because I live with it every day. What you did to me, what you took from me.
Excuse me, what I took from you?
When you pushed me into that spring, when you turned me into a mortal, you had no right to do that. You know it and I know it.
But what are you worried about? You got your fangs back.
It'll never be the same. It can never be the same again. Once you've had a taste of what it's like to be human.
I can't believe this. You're grieving over the fact that you've possibly grown some semblance of a conscience? I mean, if that's what you're worried about, please don't worry, because from where I'm standing, your soul's still pretty dark.
Oh, you have no idea.
Okay, this is great. You know what? You want to hold the grudge? Go ahead. But I'm moving on. Allison and I, we're getting married. All right? I mean, we're starting a life together, and there's no place for this ancient, just stupid war in that life.
Oh, I see. So, you're done. So what about me? I'm supposed to just, what, shake hands and walk away?
I'd settle for walking away, yeah.
No, I'll bet you would. Well, what if I say I'm not going anywhere, and I've decided to get back at you for what you did to me? What do you say to that?
Well, so what do you want? You want to continue the war, right? What?
Come on. Come on, you think I'd pass up a chance to get you out of my life? Hey, come on, man, I was just fooling with you. Don't lose your sense of humor. I was trying to put you through a little bit so you know the idea of a truce, you know? That you can't have it without me agreeing to it first.
See, I'm laughing. Ha, ha, ha. So you do, right? You agree?
You can consider it an early wedding present for you and Allison. You know something about her? She's all right, you know, as I've come to learn lately.
Just stay away from her, right?
Get out of here, Slayer. Your happily ever after's waiting for you. And I'll be keeping my eye out for that wedding invitation in the mail.
Oh, yeah. Funny guy.
Yeah, funny guy.
You never have lied to Rafe, have you?
Hey, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
Nothing. Livvie and I were just talking.
Yeah, that's right. Just talking about lying and how out of character that would be for you, right, Allison? I mean, to lie to someone you love.
What was that about? What's going on with her? And what was all that stuff about lying and...
I don't know. Caleb left her, so...
Well, that explains the way he was acting.
You saw Caleb?
Yeah, I just, you know, I wanted to tell him that this whole war between us was over. But,
But what?
he was just, he was acting strange.
Oh, you know, I'm sure it was the whole Livvie thing. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? Whatever it is, it's not my problem anymore. Because you see, you and me, we got a life to start.
Yeah.
Brand new beginning.
Rafe. Just because we can't kill each other doesn't mean the war is over. After all, there's some things worse than death. Some things you can't wish away.
Come on, there's got to be something you can do. That ring, it grants wishes, and it's a very powerful ring.
I just told you, you can't change the past. Look, just calm down for a minute. Why don't you tell me what happened?
We went to the barn this morning. Rafe and I, we went there.
Yes, go ahead.
We were there by ourselves. But all I kept seeing was you and me and what we were doing. I mean, come on, Caleb, don't you get it? Okay, that was our place. That was where we could connect with each other, and now it's completely ruined.
So get yourself a new place, all right? All this talk, all this is telling me is Rafe still doesn't know why.
No, he doesn't, and I can't tell him. But then again, I can't not tell him. I'm in a no-win situation here, and I don't think you understand that.
I do understand. You're the one being tormented by this, and, well, that doesn't seem fair, does it?
Fair?
Fair. After all, you're not the one who's trying to take everything that's mine.
No, that would be Livvie.
Nor are you the one that would do anything to destroy me.
No, that would be Rafe.
But you are the one paying the price for their obsession. You're stuck in the middle, collateral damage, so to speak. And that's kind of sad, really.
You don't really seem that upset.
Because I had to get over it. I understand who the guilty parties are, and it isn't you, and it isn't me.
Right, so then neither one of us should feel responsible for what happened?
Works for me.
No guilt, no shame, no nothing?
I am who I am, Allison. Words like guilt and shame, they don't even enter my vocabulary. You, on the other hand, seem quite paralyzed by them.
Because I'm human, Caleb. I am. And I'm not gonna apologize for that. And I know in my head that you and I had no control over that night. I know that. But that was Livvie's wish. For her and for you, not for me. When she wished to have a night of passion, it should have been with you and her. But the ring, it twisted it. Don't you get that? It was like dark magic that just twisted into something that was completely wrong.
There is, of course, one explanation that has nothing to do with the ring.
What's that?
Maybe you're so upset because you didn't fight that magic a little harder.
That was Livvie's wish.
Maybe all it did was fuel what was already there between us. Second time in a month. Not a bad right hand.
I promise you, there's more where that came from if you think even for a second that I wanted to make love to you.
It was just a thought.
No, it wasn't. It was you being cruel, as usual. Look, we know what kind of power that ring holds. And the power of the wish that Livvie made. And yeah, maybe she did betray you, just like she betrays everyone else. And no, it's not the first time that I've gotten caught in the middle. But I promise you, it was nothing more to it than that.
Hey, you want to hear my theories? Don't come to me for answers. You want to use this experience to torture yourself with? Fine, go ahead. That's your choice. I'm using it to make some changes in my life.
Oh, really? Like what?
I fired the band. I ended things with Livvie. I'm moving on.
Just like that?
Just like that. So instead of coming to me to try to get me to work my magic, why don't you just get over it and move on?
Fine, I'll do that.
No, you won't. You'll try, but you won't be able to. Your little conscience inside won't allow you to.
You know what? Rafe came back from heaven before, and he just got back from hell, all for me. So you know what? We will live our life together.
And there was much rejoicing.
No, we will live together. We'll be very happy. We'll get married. And there's nothing that you or anyone else can do or say to change that.
Good. What are you still doing here then, all right? You want to build a white picket fence? Go start building.
Fine, I'm gone.
You have a good life, Allison.
Thanks, I intend to.
You go ahead. You try to ignore that ache. Try to ignore that knot in your stomach. The longer the pain goes on, the sweeter it is. I warned you. Like everyone else, you were given a chance to save yourself, but you wouldn't listen. So now you're gonna get what you deserve. Allison, back so soon?
So, Allison was here?
Well, I wasn't expecting you.
Yeah, obviously not. So Allison was here?
It's nice to see nothing's changed. Still obsessed as ever.
Yeah, well, at least I'm consistent.
She came by to offer condolences on our breakup. Now that that's out of the way, what are you doing here?
I came by to get a few of my things.
I'm sent to you. Save you the trouble.
Yeah, that's a good idea, but see, there's a problem, Caleb. I don't have anything to wear.
Maybe I wasn't clear. Or maybe you just didn't hear me. It's over.
Caleb, you were very angry with me when you made that decision.
Yeah. And it's the kind of anger that sticks with you for a long time.
But you can get over it.
You're beautiful. And any man would want you.
Hey,
but-
maybe you should just stop talking. Because I think that we communicate best in between the spaces of the words. Like right here. And right here. And right here.
You have to go.
If I thought for one moment that that's what you wanted, I would. I can see it in your eyes. You want to feel my skin on your hands, and you want to taste my lips. You want to feel what it's like to make love to me again. Everything you need is right here. Please don't stop.
I just have to make sure.
Honey, don't think. Just feel okay.
I had to make sure that I still had it.
You are evil.
And you blame me?
One mistake. Caleb, you can't forgive me for one mistake.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Then fix it. Fix it. Make a wish on this ring that I had never stolen your ring and done anything with it. Please, can you make this better? Why are you laughing at me?
Oh, it's funny because you and Allison have a lot more in common than you would think. None of you realize the power of things, and you never understand the consequences for your actions.
Okay, then teach me. I'll learn.
Hopping into bed doesn't fix...
This isn't only about sex, Caleb. I love you. I cannot imagine a life without you. I don't want us to be apart. If you ever loved me, will you show me? Please, we can figure out the rest later.
I don't know how many different ways to say this to you. We can make love till morning. It wouldn't change anything. When we wake up, I still couldn't believe a word coming out of that beautiful lying mouth of yours.
Fine. Fine. But if you think it's going to be that easy to get rid of me, then think again. I will never let you go. Ever.
It's not up to you.
You're wrong. You think you can tell me what to think, who to love, and how to feel? But in the end, the truth is right here, Caleb, and in here. You have been angry with me before.
This is different.
Maybe, but you've never been able to turn your back on me.
I don't want you in my life.
I'm what you need, Caleb. Like the air that you breathe, like the blood that makes you awake in the morning. We are only half alive when we're apart.
Then that would be relief.
You will never be free of me, Caleb, wherever you go. Whatever you do, I'm gonna be right there in your head, haunting you. And you realize that every word I've said is true. So till then, you sleep tight, my love.
You're deceiving yourself, Olivia. We'll see who haunts who in this world.
Isn't that great?
It was very, let's see. It was
great.
great's a word.
Come on, am I or am I not just what you're looking for in your new, steamy, red-hot band?
Well, I think I could probably get used to playing with you.
So does that mean I passed the audition?
It might. I'd like to see you work on your technique a little bit. But, I'd have to say, well, you'd definitely be on your way to great things.
I'll haunt you wherever you go, Caleb. I'll never leave you alone. You can never get rid of me. Ever.
Stop.
What's wrong? What did I do wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong, you know? I want to thank you for coming by. I remember there's something I need to take care of, all right? And you did a great job, really. Thanks.
But I have another song!
Great job, Olivia, of messing with my head.
I'll haunt you wherever you go, Caleb. I'll never leave you alone. You can never get rid of me, ever.
Oh, we'll see, Olivia. We'll see. I'll get rid of you. Olivia?
You looking for me?
You seem surprised.
Maybe a little.
Well, it's nice to know after all this time I can still surprise you.
Well, I tend to believe a man when I'm standing in his doorway half naked and he slams the door in my face. Hey, that's just me.
What'd you like me to say?
I don't know. But if you would excuse me, I have other plans.
What other plans?
I have a date tonight with Jack.
I actually don't think you're going anywhere.
Maybe you better explain the new rules, Caleb, how things are gonna work around here. You break up with me and then think you can tell me who I can and can't see? Just trying to get a grip on what you're thinking.
You wanna know what I'm thinking? You wanna know what I feel?
Yeah, more than you'll ever know.
Okay, I'll tell you what I feel like. I feel completely embarrassed.
What?
I'm trying to apologize. You came to me to ask me for forgiveness, and I threw you out when everything inside me was screaming for you to stay. Didn't you tell me that I couldn't stay away from you? You knew I'd come back.
You're really here because you missed me?
I don't know what it is you do to me and how you get to me like this, but I'm gonna stop thinking about you.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about you either.
No matter how hard I try, I can't get you out of my mind. And I've tried.
I know.
I don't know, Olivia. It doesn't make any sense us being like this, being apart like this, does it?
Being apart.
We should be together, don't you think? We can do this. We can work through this, all right? The two of us, we can find a way to get rid of all this tension.
Yes, Caleb, you're right.
I know.
My fiance, Rafe, I think is a little bit confused as to why we're here, but I know he'll come around. I just know that, there's no other place in the world I would rather be right now. And this is very important to both of us.
Guess we have some problems, but we're working on them. It's not bad. They're not that big of problems, at least not compared to my love for her. I mean, that feeling, it goes so deep.
I really can't wait for you to hear both of us together, because I really feel like, we're perfect for each other.
Nobody else in the world understands us the way we understand each other.
And that's why I'm so afraid that I will hurt him. Or even worse, I might lose him. And I know if he finds out what I've done, that's what's gonna happen.
I can be a pretty passionate guy when it comes to my work. I guess sometimes I let that come before my passion for her. And I can't do that. She has to come first, right? I wish I had seen that sooner. My love for her is everything. It's the reason I'm here. It's the reason for everything. I mean, I can't help but think that maybe if I had seen it sooner, I could have stopped her from feeling so much pain.
I just know that it would cause him so much pain if he ever knew the mistake that I made. And even though we're so in love right now, I just feel like I'm so incredibly unworthy of his love.
I never thought that I was really worthy of her love. You know, and I will work for the rest of my life to try to change that, to try to believe in myself as much as I believe in her, you know. But I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm never going to be able to do that. I'm never going to be able to look at her and think, hey, you know what? I'm worthy of her love.
A big part of the reason why I'm here is to get some sort of answer. You know, some sort of answer of, I don't know, I just feel like if Rafe and I are really supposed to be together, like I think that we are, and if we're destined to spend our whole lives together, then I don't understand why God would let this happen.
Why? Because life is about being tested and challenged. So maybe instead of asking why God did these things to you, whatever they may be, maybe the question you should ask is, how do I meet this test? How do I take on this challenge? Become stronger and richer and deeper for all the effort involved on the other side.
We really appreciate you seeing us on such short notice.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, you gave us both lots to think about.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I could feel clearly from the moment you both walked in the door that your union was rare, precious, coming together as souls. In fact, I could see the hand of God playing a part in your meeting, your marriage.
Yeah, well, I know we believe that, yeah.
With all of our hearts.
But after talking to you together and separately, I have to say, and I say this to most of the couples I have the honor of counseling before their marriage, the odds are you will not make it.
No,
What? Not if you don't trust in your love for one another more than you do. And that goes for both of you. And we all make mistakes. Learn from them, move on. And most of all, learn to forgive yourselves and one another. There's nothing that eats away at a relationship more than guilt, earned or not. Let it go. You two have the will, tools, and the desire. There's a clear bond between you.
I know. We have many blessings between the two of us.
Then trust in each other and trust in your God-given blessings and use all your talents to help one another and never, never take them for granted.
I promise I'll try.
We'll both try. Together.
Well, I think that's been about enough advice for one day. Feel free to call me anytime.
Okay.
And in the meantime, good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Why don't you take some time together here and I'll be outside.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. You have no idea what a difference that made for me.
For both of us.
Well.
Well, at least now I know where you were taking me.
I know, I should have told you, but
No, shh. I think this was the absolute best idea possible.
I'm so glad you feel that way. Because I do too.
Come on. Get your back.
You're mine, Caleb. You're mine forever.
I'll haunt you wherever you go, Caleb. I'll never leave you alone. You can get rid of me, ever.
What is it? What?
Nothing. You are mine.
I'm yours.
After you. Hey. Any doubts where this is heading?
No, I can't say I have any doubt about it.
You know, the big day is almost here.
Yeah.
You got any doubts about that?
Nope. No doubts about us or this.
You know, we both made mistakes, you know.
Yep. And we'll make them again.
We will forgive each other.
Forgive each other and move on.
No matter what.
No, I just wanted to make sure that our marriage started off on the right foot. That's what this was all about today.
Okay. So, let's start things off on the right foot then. You know, we're the right neck, the right lobe, the right chin, the right lip, the right.
I'll haunt you wherever you go, Caleb. I'll never leave you alone. You can never get rid of me, ever.
Never say ever. I'm well on my way to doing just what you're so sure that I'd never do. Don't worry, sweetheart. You won't be going it alone. You've all tried to deceive me, to challenge me. Well, it's time to remind you one last, very final time just how the game is played. And best of all, none of you know what's coming next.
Hey, cousin, I got here as soon as I got your message.
Wow, that was quick.
It was, wasn't it? I surprised myself. I guess it's because I needed to get out of the house. It's really empty. I didn't get a chance to tell you, but Ian and I are living apart right now.
I'm sorry. Kevin, what about him?
He's gone. I mean, I told him to get out. Well, I didn't really tell him to get out. I asked him. You know, with everything that's going on, it just seems like everything got so...
Awkward?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I like seeing you. Thanks. I'm glad you called. So I'm hoping you call for a good thing, like good news, because I could really, really use it right now.
Well, okay. I hope this classifies as good news. I was wondering if you'd like to come to a wedding.
You and Allison, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Yes, I want to do something. Now, can I like hire some cannons to go off, or do the music, or the decorating, or maybe like...
Hold on. Actually, I need something a little more important from you.
Anything, you name it, and I'll do it. Come on.
Well, since you're my only family and everything, what I'd really like is your blessing.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
What are you talking about?
It's just that I'm done with it, Lucy. I mean, I can't fight this war with Caleb and still have a life with Allison. I just can't do it. So I'm done. My vampire slaying days are over.
Wait. We talked about this. You cannot just quit being a slayer cold turkey.
Well,
Caleb is on the loose, and you can't.
Look, I have to. Okay, I have to do it for Allison. I have to do it for me, for us, for our future. I can do it, right? And I will do it.
Cousin, who are you trying to convince here? Me or yourself?
Hey.
Caleb, I didn't see you.
Well, obviously you have more important things on your mind. You need a hand?
No, I can manage things.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't exactly look thrilled to see me again.
No, no. I've actually, come to peace with what's happened between us. And I've decided to take your advice and, just move on and pretend like that night never even existed.
Good.
Yeah. So, are you and Livvie back together?
I'll tell you something else, and it must be something in the air. I'm pleased to announce that we're getting married too. I hope you don't feel like we're stealing any of your thunder. We just felt like the right time for us, and you're not upset by any of this, are you?
No, not at all. Actually, that's great. I couldn't be happier.
Wow, I wasn't aware that our happiness meant that much to you.
No, it really doesn't. But, it just means that things are back to the way that they should be.
You and Rafe, me and Olivia, just the way God intended, right?
You know what I'm talking about. You obviously forgave Livvie for stealing your ring and making that wish that made us...
Sleep together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgave her for that.
I gotta say, I'm a little surprised.
So was I. But, I just convinced you it was all part of the past. And, to be honest, it wasn't an entirely unpleasant experience. In many ways, it was actually quite memorable.
Right. Well, now we can both get on with our lives.
And please, forgive me when I suggested that our coming together wasn't exactly the result of Olivia's wish.
No, that's not what you suggested. You suggested that somewhere deep inside, I actually wanted to sleep with you.
Yes, I did. And you slapped me.
Why do you do this to me?
Do what?
Why do you tell me to get on with my life and just forget about it, but at the same time you try and make me feel guilty?
I wasn't even aware that I was doing that.
Right. Look, I refuse to, feel guilty about something that I have absolutely no control over. I'm not gonna let Livvie or her wish ruin my future or Rafe's.
Good for you, Allison.
Right, well, I'm gonna be going, because Rafe's probably waiting for me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll see you later. Ouch. Ow.
Then you said you weren't falling for me.
Everybody has a purpose, Lucy. And I used to think that I could fight this war with Caleb and love Allison and protect her and the town, and I can't, because I finally realized that my purpose, my real purpose for being here was just for Allison, just to be with her and love her and protect her and our family. And does that sound like a cop-out?
No, it doesn't at all. It sounds like you made a very important choice, and I think you're convincing me it's the right choice. You're right. I think maybe you should stop fighting Caleb and fight for your future with Allison. Leave that slaying of dragons and slaying of vampires and any other spooky thing that comes to town to me. Well, or maybe somebody else.
We can do it.
But listen, hold on to Allison, because you just never know, how long you're going to have that happiness with someone you love. It's so fragile. It can just disappear in an instant.
You're thinking about Ian, aren't you?
Yeah, because we love each other to distraction, and it's just killing me that we can't be together right now. And you and Allison can be. You can be part of each other's lives, forgetting all those ancient obligations and silly spats and fights you have and all that ancient junk, and just put all that stuff behind you.
Okay.
Put it behind you now.
I just want you to understand why I'm doing this. I don't ever want to let you down.
Listen to me, you can never let me down. You never have, and you never will. In fact, I'm so proud of you, because I think inside yourself you just fought the biggest battle you could fight. You decided to choose the person you love above anything else.
I guess I can take from that I have your blessing.
Oh, yeah, cousin. You have my blessing, but I don't think you need it. You and Allison are already so blessed.
Ouch. I think I just need to
Let me see.
rest for a minute.
can't have you hurting your ankle when you have to walk down that long aisle.
Yeah. You know, Caleb, I really don't understand you. Sometimes you can be a very sweet person, and other times you can be as cold as ice. I don't get you at all.
Yeah, well,
Thanks.
maybe that's why our relationship is so confusing to Rafe and Olivia. They don't understand it any more than we do.
Yeah. All I know is that I think I'm just looking forward to a nice, normal life. I'm not gonna worry about vampires or slayers or anything else. I just want a life with no surprises.
Sounds pretty dull.
Well, maybe our marriages are a chance for us to ride off into the sunset.
So eternal life for us, little white picket fence for you.
Yep, that's what I want.
Then that's what you shall have.
Good. Well, now that we understand each other, I'm gonna go.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. You know, this is sort of the end for us. So, I'm gonna get going to my fiance. He's probably waiting for me.
You give my best to Rafe, okay?
I'll do that.
That was a cute speech, Allison. The destiny we share is just beginning.
Stop. Wait a second. You want to do this tonight? You want to leave tonight?
Just pack our bags, get on a plane. Come on.
No, okay, stop. We can't. We have a wedding to plan.
Okay, well then let's get married someplace else, someplace we've never been.
Right. Is that what your instincts are telling you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're telling me in big, bold letters. Please. Please, 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 please.
Okay. Then I say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Let's do it. We're gonna go today, right?
Wait, where are
Today.
we going now?
Well, you give me 5 minutes, I'll give you 10 choices. Any way you want. All right?
Okay, well, just make sure that they have a really good chef because I want an awesome wedding cake. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Apologize.
That's all right. Here you go, signed and sealed.
Okay.
Your latest new member.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Welcome to the gym.
Thanks. Hey, listen, I couldn't help but overhearing that the two of you are planning to get married.
Yes, we are, as soon as possible.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You know, it's actually kind of ironic because I was planning to get married myself until my wife had second thoughts.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did she decide to postpone the wedding?
Yeah, that's a really polite way of saying she dumped me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, you know, actually, we were going to leave on our honeymoon today, in fact.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
You know, these things work out for the best.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, maybe some good could come out of this disaster.
What?
Look, it's just an idea, but, well, this is where we were going to go on our honeymoon. It took us a year to book the room. What do you think?
It's beautiful. The mountains, the view. It's gorgeous.
You know what? It's yours, if you want it.
Oh, no.
Look, Allison, it's not like I was going to go on a honeymoon for one. It's a great place. It shouldn't go to waste.
Yeah, actually, it's...
You guys said you were leaving tonight, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Well, there it is. I mean, if that's not a sign, what is?
Well, there's actually another sign. We can't afford something like this.
You don't have to.
What?
Look, it's totally non-refundable. It's already prepaid. All you have to do is go.
No.
Look.
We couldn't.
It would really mean a lot to me if you would take it.
Okay, listen, tell you what. I will take this offer.
Okay.
If you take maybe, how about like a year's membership for free? Then that way we could be even.
Okay, sure. That's a deal.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll talk to you when I get back. And hopefully you guys will have a good time and everything will work out.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Wow. Just made my day. Just started off my new life. Look at
Breeze
this.
is too far. What?
Look at this. Can you believe this?
Believe what? What?
Look. Beautiful, private, luxurious, and it's a whole weekend. Look at this. For us. What do you think?
Where'd you find this?
Our newest member, Joel Weston. He gave it to me, and in exchange for a year's membership for free here at the gym, I seized the moment, like you said.
Perfect honeymoon getaway.
Yeah, and look at the lake and the size of the rooms. Isn't that awesome? What do you say? Please say yes. Please, please, please. Come on.
Sorry. I don't think so.
Wait, what do you mean you won't go? Why not?
Not here, all right?
Why? It's beautiful. It's what you said that you were looking for.
And it's too easy. I'm serious. I'm not going.
Look, I promise you, you can pick the place where we go for our first anniversary.
You know what? This isn't about who gets to pick where we go, all right? This is about the fact that some stranger just handed us a free pass.
No, it wasn't free. I gave him a membership in exchange for it.
And why? Because he just happened to have no strings attached, all expense paid, trip to wherever. We don't even know this guy.
Look, he does yoga, okay?
He does yoga? What
Yeah,
does that
and
mean?
we have all of his cell phone information, his address, and everything else if we need to, check up on this guy, all right? So sometimes a gift is just a gift.
Yeah, what
Ray.
about the other times?
I think it's meant to be, just like you and me. Well, maybe you should, look at it again, the size of the rooms and the lake. It sure would be nice.
So this is where you want to get married, huh?
Absolutely.
You're positive.
I'm positive.
Allison,
Please, 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 please. I love you.
I love you too.
So then you'll do it? Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay, good. I'll race you. And beat you as usual.
Wow. I did something really nice. Feels good. Makes me feel ooey-gooey inside. Bon voyage, kids.
Are you sure everything's okay with us?
You just got done telling me how happy you were.
I know I am. I want you to be able to be happy too. I mean, it's good, isn't it?
It's better than good. I've said a lot on my mind lately.
And I want you to be able to share whatever's on your mind with me.
Don't worry, sweetheart. I'm gonna share everything with you. I promise.
And I want you to be able to trust me again.
We have all eternity to work out our little problems.
And all eternity to love each other.
That's what you've wanted. Since we met. Since you had your first taste of a dark new world. A world of fire and passion.
There is no passion like what we have. I love it when you take me by surprise and kiss me like that.
You do love the unexpected, don't you? And that's just what I'm gonna give you.
Caleb, what's going on?
Caleb, what's going on?
You came back. Back where you belong.
What happened? The way you bit me, it's never felt like that before you did something.
I know. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get carried away. I didn't hurt you, did I?
No, not really.
Passion like ours is sometimes hard to control. What we feel for each other. A love so powerful, it can be unpredictable.
It was different this time.
Different how? Not good?
No, it was good. Caleb, it's always good with you, but this time, what's going on with you? You didn't feel the same. It didn't seem the same.
Maybe it's just the anticipation of what's to come, maybe. Maybe it's just you, sweetheart.
I love when you lose yourself in me. And I love seeing the fire in your eyes. But baby, sometimes you scare me.
Fear is one of our more seductive powers. Fear is what enables us to survive. Fear gives us the power.
But Caleb, I just...
Tell me you want it, sweetheart. Tell me that you want the power. Tell me. Tell me you want the power to be able to do things you never thought was possible. To go places you never even dreamed of. Tell me.
Caleb, please.
Say it. Say it.
Yes.
Say it.
Yes.
So how long did you say before the bellman brings her?
Oh my gosh. Annette, is this our room?
I take it you're pleased?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Then in answer to Mr. Kovich's question, the bellman will be right up. We're so delighted that you can join us.
So pretty lucky to be here, huh?
Oh, I'd say so. We don't have another opening till summer.
Oh, well, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect, and we can't thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I gotta say, it's everything we could have hoped for.
Well, we're here to make it the perfect occasion. Our guests' privacy and comfort is our first priority.
How many guests do you have here?
Oh, you'll never see them. All our suites have their own gardens and patio. We're completely self-contained.
Perfect. Well, I guess then all we'll have to do is just call the switchboard and have them hold all of our calls.
Oh, that won't be necessary. No incoming or outgoing, no television. But if you just dial 1 for the concierge, you'll have everything that you can ever hope for. Right at your fingertips. Anything that you could ever wish for.
Well, we'd like to just sort of keep it simple.
Well, your wish is my command. And I'll be off so you can start enjoying your gloriously simple stay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Rafe, don't.
What? Think about wishes?
Rafe.
How could I?
Right?
I mean, I've got everything I want right here.
I mean, we have our beautiful room here, our very own concierge, and our own little private world. Cheers. We're gonna be making memories here to last us the rest of our lives, you know.
I'm telling stories about this to our grandchildren.
But first we need to have some of our own children.
Okay. Well, I thought you'd never ask.
No, 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 no.
What would I do?
We can't have the honeymoon before the wedding.
Oh, I think we are way past that. Okay.
Still, though. Still.
Still.
I'm serious.
You are?
Yes.
You're serious?
Yes, but just, you know, think of how much we'll have to look forward to after.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? You want me to go down and book another room? Because I don't think one's available till about 2005 or something like that. So we can wait another couple of years if you want.
You can still stay. We'll have fun.
Yeah? How much fun?
well, you know, we can still fall asleep in each other's arms and,
Oh.
you know.
Okay, so we'll sleep together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah. I promise. I will be good.
You promise?
Yes. Yes. I don't know about you, though. I don't know if you can control yourself. We might have to set some boundaries.
Oh, I know. You're so right.
Yeah.
So why don't you, check to see if there are any boundaries? And I'll
Okay.
let you know.
All right. Let's see. I mean, we could, could I do this?
Mm-hmm. As long as I can do this. See, I can play this game too. I know you can't resist this.
Yeah, well, maybe, you think it would be all right if maybe I, did a little of this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can. As long as I can do this.
And maybe if I'm really good, I can, do this.
Mm-hmm. As long as I can do this. Mm-hmm.
So much for boundaries.
Yep, so much for boundaries.
You never stop, do you?
Stop what?
Surprising me. Just like you said, that was incredible.
That's what I'm here for. To know what you want even before you want it.
Are you sure there's nothing else that's wrong? And nothing else is the matter?
Don't worry so much. Everything's fine. What else could there be?
Guess I'm just always waiting for the other shoe to drop.
What happened to no more insecurities?
You're right. I love you so much. That's all. But you're right. I'm gonna go take a shower. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Okay. I won't be long.
I forgot where we were.
So did I. It's kind of fun, huh?
That's great.
This place is like straight out of a magazine. It's so beautiful and private. And the brochure said that it was the best little place to get married. What do you think?
I think that as long as it makes you happy, it can be whatever you want.
You know what I think? I think that this little gift fell straight from heaven right into our laps.
Wow, look at this place. This is the most amazing place for two people who love each other to get married.
Exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, is this not the most fantastic place to promise to love each other for the rest of our lives?
For all eternity.
How did you happen to pick this particular place?
Annette, you present everything so beautifully. Are the scones homemade?
Fresh this morning, so's the marmalade.
Oh my gosh, I'm moving in tomorrow.
You are, huh? What am I
Yeah.
supposed to do?
You can come with me, I'm sure Annette wouldn't mind. We're not too much trouble.
She's right. We just need a daily supply of scones and marmalade. That'd be great.
And don't forget the spa services. One good massage is the staff of life.
I knew she was our kind of people.
Honestly, you can stay as long as you'd like. I mean, this is also a wonderful place to honeymoon. You can do some rearranging of rooms.
Well, we might have to talk about that later.
Well, just let me know. And by the way, I ordered up the flowers that you wanted, but I forgot to ask you if you have someone to conduct the ceremony.
Yes, we do.
Our minister's driving up.
That's lovely. What about your other guests? We have an arrangement with a very nice motor hotel about 20 minutes away. They'll even be happy to shuttle your guests for the wedding.
Thank you for the offer.
This time it's just gonna be the two of us. I'm very happy here.
Believe me, there are a lot of couples who come up here on their own. As long as you have each other,
Who needs anything else? That's what we say all the time.
enjoy your breakfast and be sure to let me know if there's anything you need.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, would you love me more if I could make scones like this?
You can. You do. And, what are you thinking about?
Actually, I was just thinking about how much fun it would be if you and I had a place like this, a bed and breakfast
yeah.
to run.
Okay. Yeah, there's something else. I know there's something going on in that head of yours. Just be honest with me, okay? Are you sure you really want to go through with this?
First, you tell me you love the place, and then you start questioning me about it.
I'm not questioning you exactly. It's just I really never thought of you as the bed and breakfast type of guy.
Well, I did all this for you. I thought you might like it, but if it's gonna bother you, then...
No, it's just, I don't know, I guess I gotta get a little looser about things. I mean, I can be as unpredictable as anyone, right?
It's one of your more attractive qualities.
Then it's settled. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I'm starting to love it. I mean, the idea of us going someplace else into the ordinary, it should be pretty good for us.
There is a certain symbolism to it. It's a clean slate for us.
What does that mean?
Well, you're just gonna have to trust me. I mean, we did promise to start trusting each other, didn't we?
Are you kidding me? Of course I want to get married.
I know you want to marry, man. Just do you want to do it here, now?
Why are you even asking me this?
Because, well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Just take off, run away, come to a place like this, just do it. But I'm thinking maybe I pushed a little too hard.
No. You didn't push
well,
me. It's still a very good idea. I love the
I know,
idea.
but you always wanted a big wedding. I mean, and at least with friends, family, people we love, they'd be there and they'd see us. What we always said, that they would witness us declaring our love for each other.
I think
forever.
everybody
And
knows that we love each other. And, we'll have this private ceremony for you and I. It'll be very special, and then we'll go back home where everybody can tell us how selfish we were because we didn't invite them, and we can celebrate with everyone else there.
I just don't want you to have any regrets.
Rafe, come on. We're about to get married.
Hey, you know what? I saw your face when our lovely hostess, Annette, was talking about bringing people up here.
For a second, not even a whole minute, I thought that it would be fun to have people around and everyone
that's
here.
what I said.
But then, it would be nice if we did have some people here. It really would. But I think that this way it will be better for us.
Are you sure you're not just trying to talk yourself into this?
I swear, I don't need an audience of 100. I need an audience of 2, of you and God, and that's it. Okay, so stop worrying about me, please.
So it sounds like you really want to be my wife, huh?
I do very much. And I don't want to wait anymore. I'm tired of waiting. I want to tell the whole world that I am your wife and you are my husband. your wife. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. I really can't wait. And I don't have any regrets whatsoever. But I don't want you to have any regrets either. Right. So, after I've now eaten 2.5 scones, you relax, and I will go take a shower, okay? Caleb?
I need you to know that, I do trust you. It's just that sometimes you say things that throw me, like clean slate.
It's just an expression.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what you meant by that.
Well, I thought about getting married at the villa, but, it's been done already. So clean slate means try something new, different. But if that idea somehow makes you uncomfortable or makes you nervous, then...
No. You know what I think? Don't laugh at me, please. But I just think that I am getting a little nervous, and not about where we're getting married, just the fact that we're actually getting married. I mean, legally.
And I suppose if I was being completely honest, I would admit the anticipation of what's to come. It's gotten to me, too.
Pre-wedding jitters, huh?
Yeah, something like that. So you ready to start packing?
Absolutely.
Don't forget the black nightgown.
Oh, you mean that black, tiny, little, lacy thing that barely exists?
Yeah, that would be the one. I want to leave before nightfall.
Where are you going?
I haven't had a chance to finish my wedding vows yet. I just need some time alone to make them perfect. I'll be back soon. So you ready to start packing?
Absolutely.
Don't forget the black nightgown.
Oh, you mean that black, tiny, little, lacy thing that barely exists?
Yeah, that would be the one. I want to leave before nightfall. I want to leave before nightfall.
God, why can't I trust him? Except the fact that he loves me and he wants to marry me. Why do I always think that something else has got to be going on? I just thought this place is perfect. It's almost too perfect. Livvie, can I tell him how I really feel?
Maybe it's because you're feeling a little guilty, Olivia. Especially when it comes to trusting.
Yeah, but I've given you so many reasons not to trust me. I worry if you ever are gonna be able to trust me again.
I'm taking you as my wife. Shouldn't that prove something?
Yes. It's just...
Hello?
Hello, is Miss Manning there?
This is Annette Manning. May I help you?
Yes, my name is Olivia Locke. My fiancé, Caleb Morley, has arranged for us to be married there this weekend.
Morley. Yes, here it is, Morley and Locke. He's a charming man, your fiancé.
Yes, he is. I have a few questions about the logistics. Has he arranged for a honeymoon suite for us?
Truthfully, Ms. Locke, all our rooms can be called honeymoon suites. It's our specialty.
Well, that's great to hear. And what about the ceremony? Will that be held in a separate room?
You know, your fiancé was very clear about what he wanted. He took care of absolutely every detail.
Yeah, he usually does.
I promise you don't need to worry about a thing.
Well, that is definitely a relief. It's just, you know, I really have never heard of you guys before. I was wondering how he is.
Oh, we're not a very well-kept secret. We do lots of weddings. In fact, another couple is getting married the very same day as you. Sweet people. I bet you'll like them.
Oh, that's really great. That's really great. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, I can't wait to see you then. I can't wait to get there. You sound like a very nice woman.
Oh, well, getting married is quite an adventure. I don't blame you for being curious.
Okay, then I'll see you later.
Okay, have a safe trip.
Okay, Livvie. You have no reason not to trust him. He really did it right this time.
All right, it's awfully lonely in here all by myself.
So you need someone to wash your back?
It would be nice. I mean, a bride does have to have clean hair.
Have I mentioned lately how much I love you?
Oh, not nearly enough.
I do. I am a very happy man, and I'm here to tell you something. It's all your fault.
Whoa! Not yours. That's awful.
I feel.
I bet you say that to all the girls.
No, well, just the ones that I'm about to marry.
Right.
Firm. Just hope you two like the room. I tried so hard to make sure it was just perfect.
You know, by this time tomorrow,
Wait.
you and I, what?
Something's wrong.
Wait, what?
Somebody's here.
Rafe, be careful. Hey. Hey, what's going on?
I'm not sure. I mean, I thought that.
What?
No, I still feel it.
Feel what?
Something's off. Like it's almost like you hear this hum. I can't tell where it's coming from though. It's everywhere. It's all around us. I can't explain it. I know it's true though. I feel a presence. Someone's been here.
Someone was here. They left the evidence on our pillows. It's chocolate. It must have been the maid.
It's not funny. You know, maid, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's just the
Maids just don't come in here.
Yes, they do. That's exactly what they do. This is a hotel. Well, I mean, actually, it's a bed and breakfast, but it's still the same thing. They come in, they leave new fresh towels, they put, you know, chocolates on the pillows.
Yeah, but that
That's
doesn't
exactly
change.
what they do.
I mean, I'm telling
Come
you.
on. They leave fresh chocolates on our pillows, especially because we are almost newlyweds.
I maybe overreacted. I just had a feeling.
Rafe, you gotta let it go. Look around. There's nobody here. The room is completely empty. There's no more battles that you need to fight, okay? Danger is not lurking behind every curtain. There's no dragons under the bed.
Okay.
There's no more vampires. Okay. We're free to live our lives together, you and me.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it go. See? That was me letting it go. Yeah, bye. I'm saying bye to the old, you know, hello new life. I'm letting it go.
Okay.
I am, really.
Well, that was a very nice welcoming. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get changed. It won't take me very long. Eat your chocolates.
Okay. Allison. Seriously, all kidding aside, I'm really gonna do it. I'm gonna let it go, all right? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. No reason why I wouldn't be able to do that, right? Okay. Any idea what you want to do with our last few precious hours as single people?
I have a few ideas.
Want to share?
Well, we could take a nap, or if I'm gonna be a blushing bride, I need to get some things done.
Alone?
Yeah, that's the general idea.
Okay. You know what? I got some things that I need to do. Alone, too.
Well, I'll miss you.
Yeah? Well, you better.
Wait, if I need to find you, where should I look for you?
In the wedding room.
You know I'm here, don't you? You sense it. And you know something's coming. Outside, the dark clouds have started gathering, and all those usual questions are running through your head. What's he planning this time? What's he gonna do next? Well, I got a big question for you. Will you break your promise to your lovely bride-to-be? Or are you gonna do something about it?
Hey. It's me, big guy. How you doing? You remember me? Ex-angel. Yeah, well, you know the resume. So, here I am again, huh? Here I am, so close to marrying Allison. Again.
Please, just give him some peace. That's all I want for him. I just want him to have the peace that he deserves. I know I've made some mistakes and I've done some things that I shouldn't have. Some things that I just can't repair. But I'm trying to move past it and get on with my life and forgive myself. At least that's what the minister told us to do. And I think that we can do that. I think that we can have that new life. I want that with Rafe. I just want to be his wife, that's all.
But something's off. And that's what I want to talk to you about. I mean, I just want you to kind of just tell me, give me a sign or something. Just tell me these are pre-wedding jitters, or you know, something like that, please. Please, I mean, you let me come back. You let me get this far. So, don't just snatch it all away from me now. All right? Please. Please, please, please. Please tell me this is nothing. Please tell me this is nothing.
So I pray that we can put our past behind us and have a fresh, new start. God, I just want us to be happy, please. Just let us be happy. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't find half my stuff.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with you. You're just nervous. And boy, you're cute when you're nervous.
Thanks, but you're gonna be whistling a different tune when I walk down the aisle, linerless.
You know, you're gonna cry it all off anyway.
Rafe.
You know it's true.
Aren't I supposed to be getting ready by myself? Wasn't that what we agreed?
Yeah, well, I had to get my suit. Besides, you know, I'm not gonna see you again until...
We're doing it.
Yes.
We're really doing this.
Yeah. Yes, we are doing this. And nothing is gonna stop us this time. It's gonna be perfect.
Perfect.
That's right. Perfect. Perfect. So I will see you soon.
Okay.
Mrs. Kovich.
Almost. Mrs. Kovich. Okay. Oh my God. Almost, and we'll be finally.
Close enough.
Caleb, this is better than I could have ever dreamed.
Well, I guess that means you like it.
Like it. I love it.
I love you. If you love this, though, maybe you'd like a tour.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, there's more. It's our wedding night. All your dreams come true. All your wishes come true tonight, sweetheart.
Wow, Caleb.
What do you think? We stay. Let's do our vows right out here. Stars will be beautiful when the sun goes down. What do you say to that?
I think that it... Ow.
I'm sorry. Here. Here. Let me.
I think it's the best idea ever.
So you glad you came?
Glad. You have no idea how glad, and I am so sorry. I'm sorry for doubting you.
I just want everything to live up to your expectations.
Well, I wouldn't change a thing. I think this is pretty much everything I could have ever wished for. And you are everything I could ever wish for. I'm gonna check out the rest.
You're a dream come true, Olivia.
Caleb, come look.
I can't wait, sweetness. I can't wait. Everybody gets what they wished for tonight.
Bought you some tea and cookies.
Oh, that was so nice of you. Thank you so much. I'm actually not that hungry. I'm a little too nervous to eat, but the tea sounds really good. Thank you.
You look beautiful. Can I help you with your dress?
No, I'm not really ready for my dress. I still have... Oh, gosh, I'm a nervous wreck. I have to finish my makeup a little bit, and my hair, it's not the way I want it to. I can't get into my dress until I get that done. Oh, God. There's not everything's done, really. I mean, I have to still do a couple of other things.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Before you combust, everything's going to be fine.
Right. Yeah. I just wish I could get rid of the butterflies in my stomach.
Well, all your butterflies are there because you still have things that you're worried about. And if you just tell yourself everything's taken care of, they'll fly away.
I'm not really that nervous. I mean, I really don't have any reason to be. I just want the day to be perfect, you know?
Well, it will be. It will be.
Yeah.
I know that you have everything taken care of yourself, but if there's anything you can think of...
No.
I know that you and your groom want your ceremony to be private.
Thank you so much for everything that you've done, and I know that if we did need a hand, you would lend it to us. You've been so helpful. But this is the decision that Rafe and I have made together, and that's just what we're gonna do.
If you're sure?
Yes, I am perfectly sure. This is what we've decided, just to have it, the two of us. And as long as we're there, we don't really need anybody else.
So then she'll walk down the aisle, and then we'll be here, and...
And I think I can handle the rest. Relax, Rafe. I meant what I said when I told you this marriage is blessed. I truly believe you and Allison are meant to be.
Yeah, thanks. I hope she likes my wedding gift, you know?
Like it. She'll be overwhelmed.
I'm happy, though. Happy. I want her to be happy.
Very,
Happy's very important.
I promise. She will love it. To love it.
I hope so. I guess, you know, I can admit to you now that I was kind of getting a little bit of cold feet about this whole thing. I mean, not about Allison. No way. Not about marrying her or any of that, but just doing it here, now, today.
Are you still feeling this feeling?
Not really. I mean, now that I'm here with you in the room, that I'm gonna pledge my love to Allison, and I know that only moments, just moments away, I can finally make her my wife.
You're at peace. Finally.
Yeah. Guess you're right. I'm at peace. Wow. Yeah. You know, I think this wedding is gonna go off without a hitch.
It's the perfect location, the perfect music, the gardens are beautiful.
I hope you find all my choices are perfect.
Choices? Like what?
Like the person I've chosen to marry us.
Really, who is he?
A very old friend. Someone I knew I could trust.
Well, when do I get to meet him?
Should be any minute now.
Sounds perfect. What's his name?
Her name.
What?
Not a he. A she.
Hello, Olivia. Olivia, I am Annette, and I have heard so much about you.
You have?
And it is so nice to finally meet you, my dear.
It's very nice to meet you.
So very nice. Lovely stock. But the Morleys have always historically chosen well. Welcome, Olivia.
Sorry,
Well, worth waiting for. My dark hearts, I understand that you've written vows.
We have. The bride always goes first.
No, please. You go first.
He's right. It's customary.
Okay, then. Caleb. My love. My insecurities might have destroyed us forever. I couldn't trust what we had. I couldn't trust that this moment would ever come. With all of my faults, you still love me. And that is the greatest gift you can ever give me. And that's why tonight, I vow, from this moment on and the rest of time, I will never stop trying to find a way to show you how much I love you. Because I love you. And I always will.
Caleb, please.
Caleb. My love, what's wrong? You look upset.
I'm not upset. Your words. That's everything. To be loved the way you say you love me.
I do. I meant every word, Caleb. I do. I love you so much.
It's my privilege. I'm the luckiest man alive to have you as my bride.
Well, looks like the moment of truth is here. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join this man and this woman in the bonds of holy matrimony. Now, before we get to the heart and soul of the ritual, I want to make sure that neither one of you has any problems with going ahead with this wedding. Allison? Rafe? Rafe? Rafe, is there something the matter?
What is it? What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just, was actually waiting for something that, well, it...
Hey! Oh my gosh! Sorry, we're late. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did we make it? We made it. We're here. You...
Now we can get this wedding started.
Yeah, guys, showtime. Wow. All right, that's
Here comes Timmy.
Okay, yeah, everybody, sit down, sit down. Everybody take your seat. Wedding time, wedding time.
I did this. You got them all here.
Oh, come on. You said you wanted it to be perfect. Well, this is just the beginning.
Okay, so can we get back to the wedding now?
Yes, you said you wanted to make this day perfect, and it is. It's now perfect.
Almost.
Almost.
We're not married yet.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Dearly departed, here shrouded in darkness, two hearts of ice stand at the edge of the chasm. A bottomless leap for which you now take in tandem. Do you, Caleb Morley, the last of your line, hereby willingly take Olivia Locke Collins, vowing to wander the earth hand in hand until the last dying of the light.
To love and to comfort.
Sickness and health.
And forsaking all others.
With this ring, I claim you for eternity.
My husband. For eternity.
With this ring, symbol of our perfect unbroken circle of love, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
I now pronounce you man and wife. And I kiss the bride.
By the fires of hell and the powers of eternity, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
What's happening?
You know that I love you.
Yes, I do.
That's why I can't begin this marriage holding in a secret. You need to know the truth.
What secret? What truth?
When I'm not with you, I ache for you. And I always will. Our beings are chained and united for all time, and I have sworn never to let go. But you need to learn. There are consequences for your actions. And now there's a price to be paid.
I don't understand what actions, what price?
When you took this ring, when you took my ring and you made a wish on. Do you remember the wish you made that night, Olivia? Word for word? You wished for me to have one night of earth-shaking passion. A night of intense love I'd never forget. And to have all my wishes come true. Well, your wish came true. I had a night of passion I never could have dreamed of. I made love to Allison that night.
It can't be.
You remember the rest of the wish you made, Olivia? A wish so strong in your heart that I heard it in mine.
The wish was meant for us.
But it was a wish you had no right to make. A wish that will never, ever